Hey, there we are. Right here. That's our box. We're here in Philadelphia, the Wells Fargo Center, and today was a lot of focus on Donald Trump in a press conference where he took more than 24 questions from reporters. We'll start there. Let's bring in our panel. Fox News senior political analyst Brit Hume. A.B. Stoddard, associate editor and columnist at Real Clear Politics. Rick Grenell, former U.S. spokesman to the UN and current Trump delegate. And Michigan Democratic Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, a Clinton superdelegate. Rick, I want to start with you about this press conference. It got so much attention, and this one phrase where he says he's being sarcastic. He told Brian Kilmeade that. But everyone has jumped on it, including, you heard Representative Castro moments ago.
Yeah, I mean, look, no one should be surprised that the Clinton campaign is panicking about what's going on. I get it. I mean, things are not going well for them. But this has nothing to do with Donald Trump. It has everything to do with Hillary Clinton's 30,000 missing emails. But we're not going to be surprised by a Clinton campaign that's making this bigger than what it is. They underestimated Russia consistently. They mocked Mitt Romney for making Russia a big issue. And I don't understand why they're surprised that Russia actually spies and hacks on other countries. We all know that. They should know that.
Congresswoman?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I listened to it, Rick, and I was just horrified. I called what he did today treason, and I am going to say it that strongly because I don't think that you encourage another country to do anything that's against our national security. And what he called for today...
They already do that. They already
so you're encouraging them? You're telling them that it's okay?
Them. I'm surprised that you think...
It is categorically not okay to tell a foreign government to hack anybody in this country.
He didn't tell them that. I think this is a big distraction from the Clinton campaign because they're very worried about what's going on. Look, the fact is, Russia does this all the time. The Democrats have consistently underestimated Russia. Constantly. Look at the Russian reset. I don't
underestimate them. I think of them as an enemy. So to say an enemy should hack anybody is wrong.
Debbie, it might interest you to know that these accusations that are coming from others in your party about treason and the rest of it were referred to today by The Nation. The Nation, perhaps the most liberal journal in America, as, quote, the pernicious language of McCarthyism, accusing people of being disloyal and somehow favoring Russia. So my own view of it is that this is a little histrionic and hysterical, that Trump was semi-serious at most in what he said today and was really just trying to stick it to Hillary Clinton for having so sloppily handled classified information that it's possible her server was subject to being hacked by the Russians and who knows who else.
Well, I have nothing but the utmost respect for you, and you know that I feel that. But I think that if we're going to have a commander-in-chief and a world leader, we shouldn't even make jokes at press conferences about these kinds of things.
Or in private emails.
I think the problem here, and I do think the editorial The Nation wrote, came out before his press conference. The problem is that Donald Trump likes to come out and step on whatever good news cycle he's having and make it about him. You know, you don't have to encourage the Russians just because they hack us and spy on us and threaten our national security. You don't have to encourage them when you're running to be the commander-in-chief to do it again and to do it more. You don't have to put House Speaker Paul Ryan in the position of having to criticize what you said and say that, you know, Putin's a creep and they're an adversary and this is not something that we'd encourage.
But what about Charles Krauthammer, who says that now the Clinton campaign is boxed in? They put out a release that they're concerned about the national security, but yet the missing emails and the classified emails and what Comey said about Hillary Clinton's emails. It's
Sorry,
just a different Val.
Brett, no one has been more critical of Hillary Clinton and her email than I have. She took government records and hid them in a rogue server that was unsecured. It was the height of irresponsibility, and anyone else who did that would never get another security clearance, let alone be a commander-in-chief. But two wrongs don't make a right. What Trump did today was stupid.
Okay, Rick, look, I think if these emails are really about yoga and Chelsea's wedding planning, we shouldn't be worried at all. Turn them over to the FBI and let's see what they are. No distractions. Turn them over.
I want to say that I'm not reacting to a Clinton campaign. I'm reacting as a member of Congress who believes that we've got to keep our country safe, and I'm never going to encourage another country to do that kind of action.
All right, I do want to ask one more question, and this is from House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi speaking to PBS today about why Hillary Clinton can't gain traction with white men.
So many times white, non-college educated white males have voted Republican. They voted against their own economic interest because of guns, because of gays and because of God, the 3 Gs, God being the woman's right to choose. That is softening. Some of those people were never going to be voting Democratic anyway.
Congresswoman, Hillary Clinton ran against Barack Obama in 2008 using his comments to a fundraiser in San Francisco that sounded a lot like that. I mean, your reaction to the minority leader?
I have nothing but the utmost respect.
I got it. I knew that was coming.
Leader. But, you know, I come from a state where the white male vote is going to matter, and I think that Hillary Clinton's going to get that vote because I think she's going to go out there and talk about trade, and she's going to talk about issues, and in the end, they're going to vote for the person that thinks going to protect their job.
Yeah, I'll just say to Speaker Pelosi, who's coming up next, I think, I'm gay, I'm Harvard educated, and I'm pro-gun.
All right. She has a couple words for you. Britt, final word.
Well, I would just say that that's the kind of comment from a leading Democrat that makes the kind of voters that Donald Trump is attracting feel they're being looked down on, and I think it's a dangerous country for Democrats to trod.